Once upon a time in a magical forest called Wonderwood lived an old wise owl named Professor Hoot and his best friend, a curious squirrel named Sparky. Professor Hoot loved to read books, and Sparky loved asking questions. They were the perfect team for learning new things every day. One sunny morning, Sparky scampered up to Professor Hoot's treehouse with a burning question. Professor Hoot, why do leaves change color in the fall? Sparky asked with his eyes wide open. Professor Hoot adjusted his tiny glasses and said, Sparky, that's a wonderful question. Let's go on a little adventure to find out. The two friends set off into the forest, and soon they met Rosie the Rosebush, who always knew a lot about plants. Hello, Rosie. Professor Hoot greeted her. Could you tell us why leaves change colors in the fall? Rosie smiled and said, Of course, Professor. Leaves are green because they have something called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helps leaves make food from sunlight. But in the fall, there's less daylight and it gets colder, so the trees stop making food. When that happens, the green chlorophyll disappears, and we see the yellow, red, and orange colors that were there all along. Sparky's eyes lit up with understanding.
Wow.
So the colors were hiding in the leaves the whole time? Exactly, Rosie confirmed. Feeling satisfied, Sparky and Professor Hoot thanked Rosie and continued their adventure. On their way, they stumbled upon Tommy Turtle, who was by the edge of a small pond. Tommy was trying to build a little dam with sticks and leaves. Curiosity sparked in Sparky once again, and he turned to Professor Hoot. Why do turtles live in water, Professor? Professor Hoot hooted softly. Tommy, would you like to help us explain? Tommy nodded eagerly. We turtles are adapted to water. We have webbed feet that make us great swimmers and a special way of holding our breath for a long time. Professor Hoot added, turtles also have shells that protect them from predators. So, living in water helps them stay safe and find food easily. With every new answer, Sparky felt his curiosity grow. The day was full of more questions and more friends who shared their wisdom. By the time the sun was setting, Sparky felt like he had learned so many new things. Thank you, Professor Hoot, and thank you too, friends. Today was the best adventure ever.